Hello and welcome back, this is LPGrodus here with my Let's Play of Ys Origins to the PC. Last time we completed the rest of the Guilty Fire, we got the Construct Medallion, and it's time for us to fight the boss. And before that, we have to open the door as usual. And it opens slowly, as it should be. As it should. The Construct Chamber. Well, that can only mean one thing. We're fighting some kind of machine. But what kind of machine is it? That we will soon find out. Meet Gelaldy, the Murder's Construct. This boss is actually second or third boss in Ys 2, and in that game it's not a giant machine like in this one. In that game it is a head that is coming up through the ground, which shoots worms or something at you, if I remember correctly. But in this game he's a giant machine. Quite easy one actually. All you have to do is fight off his arms, or rather hit off the screws or cogs on his arms. But when that's done, he'll do a head skull right into the platforms on which we are standing on, which will create a force field. And when you've done that, it's up to you to attack his head, because the opening on his forehead actually opens. The crystal on his forehead is opening, revealing his weak spot, and I'm doing pretty badly. He also summoned those purple demons, can't remember the name of them. But as you can see, I'm doing pretty bad right now. I'm not even careful at the moment. But other than that, this boss isn't too much trouble really. Just make sure to avoid his attacks, and when he hits the ground, when he does that, just jump and you'll survive fairly easily. When he hits the platforms upwards like that, the platforms will sink into the lava, and I promise you, you don't want to stand in it. Also, some platforms may not go up through the ground from the lava until a little bit later. Also make sure to kill those pretty fast, and it will be a lot easier for you. But as you can see, I'm now down to more than half his health. And as you can see, we don't really get so much time to fight him a second time. When you get into his second form, he will do like that, and some of the platforms will go down into the lava and disappear, until he'll do the normal downwards attack. That will bring the other platforms up. Also, when he does like that, all the platforms will sink down. But as you just saw, they will come up later on, so don't worry about that. Now, this is his second worst attack, honestly. It's kinda easy to avoid, but it does so little damage that you don't really think about the damage at all. You can also destroy the cog by using the Phoenix Flame, which is recommended throughout the lava. Just like that. Now I want him more like that. Thank you. And I should be able to kill him in the next attack. Except that he did like that. I am pretty close to death. Not going to lie. Let's see. Nope. Okay, it's really close for both of us. That is not what I wanted to see, but I got really lucky there. And I'm almost killed myself once again. I'm living on the worst side of life right now, it seems. Okay, one cog down. And soon I'm down as well. Ouch, one more of these attacks and I'm done for. Oh, that was a close one. Sadly, you can't stand still to refill your HP on boss battles. Not with the equipment either, and I just died. So, I'll see you back right here. And there we go, we're pretty close to where I just died. Also, I noticed something, which I will tell you about when it happens, or rather if it happens. Otherwise I will just explain it. Let's see if he does it. When he does this attack and still got an arm left, you can actually hit his arm, making the cog spin out of control. Apparently you can do it when his arm is in the air as well. Kinda funny what I have beaten the game 3 times and I just noticed it right now. If I can hit? Nope, apparently not. There we go. And I did not want to see that. But now he's almost dead anyway, so it doesn't matter much. Oh, this is the hard part to hit him on. Ooh, I got him. Sweet. Well, Gelaldy isn't really a hard boss, it's just that I haven't played this game in quite a while, so I screwed up. And I gained a level, surprisingly, which means I did not grind up the 2 levels, which I was supposed to. Well, it wasn't really necessary, but I still recommend leveling up 2 levels before every boss in this game, to make them as easy as possible. So, this is the Guilty Fire. On to the next area, which is the Silent Sands. The crystal's power purified the demon statue. Yeah, it's much better to save. Now, as you can see, we got 3 entrances. We want to head right up, I think. It doesn't really matter because there are enemies at this place we cannot kill right now. These ones we can kill. It's the standard mages which we have fought so many times before. And we can kill the yellow ooze, just as normal. And we can of course destroy the jars. However, in this area the enemies have done drastic updates when it comes to defense, strength, HP and EXP. And these are the easy enemies of this part, or rather this area. There are enemies later on that also we have an upgraded version of the worm we met in the flooded prison. But as I was saying, there's an enemy here we meet later on that will be able to kill us in pretty much 3 to 4 hits. So be careful about those enemies, and I just fell down. Kinda think there is something up here. I was wrong. I should have gone figured. Anyway, I think this is the correct passage, yes. And you'll do good to kill all the enemies as usual, and I just fell down, which was not something I wanted to do. Actually, I think I should have gone to the right, but might as well explore the entire area before we do any of that. As you can see, we want to land up there later on. Yeah. Alright, there's a treasure chest here with a Rhoda fruit. So this was more important than I remember then. Well, I knew there would be something valuable, but I didn't remember it was the Rhoda fruit in that treasure chest. But that's great now that we know that it's there. But as you can see, I've almost taken half my health in damage already. And as I mentioned, these are the weak enemies in this area. But luckily they drop healing items, which is something I do need. I think it's the fruit-like items that actually refill HP. The ones I'm collecting right there. The one with the green 12. And we gained another level, that's perfect. That is exactly what we want. For us to survive at least. And as you might have guessed, my personal favorite weapon for Yunica is the Crimson Lotus Blade. Mostly because it does pack the highest amount of damage. Even if 26 doesn't seem so much at the moment. But I'm sure we can get up to 50-60 in the next level. So it shouldn't matter too much. Okay, so now we want to go to the right. Because we're going back from the left later on. Now you see these enemies. When you hit them, they don't die. They will actually get reborn. So these zombie enemies are unkillable, at least for a moment. But luckily you can use them to increase your hit capacity, making it easier for you to increase to your max EXP collection rate, which is pretty good. Especially if you want the high amount of EXP you actually gain from it. But if we run up here, we can see the roof there, and we get to this ledge over here. We'll actually get an ability real soon that will make us able to get up there. Interestingly enough, we actually get it from that roof, so a quick spoiler alert, I guess. But it doesn't matter that much, since we'll be going there anyway. And don't worry about these being the only enemies. There are more enemies up there. Also, when you're in the quicksand, try to jump as much as possible and get out of it as fast as possible as well. Because if you go too low, you'll actually, or go too deep, you'll actually die. And if you played other games, such as Mario for example, you know that sand, when you sink down in the sand, you will actually die from it, as your game character suffocates, or fill his or her lungs with sand. And it's not that easy breathing in sand either, so it's kind of logical that you will die by sinking into sand. At least in my opinion. You might think differently. That's up to you. And that's up to you to do. Ah, more HP, that's nice. Oh, another new enemy that damaged me quite a lot. However, this is not the enemy that can kill you in 3 to 4 hits. But they aren't far on the list, as you can probably see. But they do drop a lot of health, which is nice. Can't get in here right now, which means I went the wrong way after all. We need a treasure chest with a key in first. I should have definitely replayed this game before recording, I guess. Because I haven't played this game in quite a while. so I've actually forgotten some stuff, sadly. Oh well. That should not be a problem anyway, since I remember most parts of it. Most of this game is, after all, kinda linear. Yeah. Although you do have quite a lot of freedom when you run and fight as well, so as you have a different path like this. And there's also some backtracking involved in this game, so a linear game doesn't really have that much backtracking. At least not the modern linear games. I don't think any of them have, actually. Or maybe I'm just wrong about it. Could be that as well. Ooh, another mage, look at that. Come here, bro, I'm gonna kill you. There we go. Let's see... yeah, this should be the correct one. Or is it? I'm actually starting to think that you're supposed to come from this way. Oh yeah, it's here. Now I remember. There we go. And we got 500 SP. Some treasure actually got SP in them. However, here we want to equip the Mask of Ice, and this secret ledge will appear. And we got the evil ring. Now keep in mind of that item, because it will become useful later on. There you go, we fell right through. Guess that's what was supposed to do. Because there's nothing else we can do there, really. Ouch, that kinda hurt. I think I missed a chest up there. Oh well, I'll find out later on anyway. So it shouldn't be a problem, really. Also, no, here's the chest I was looking for. Acquired marble key. That's nice, that's exactly what we need to open that door we find later on. Anyway, I bought the... or rather, my pre-order of the Wii U actually arrived yesterday. So I've been playing that a little. I only got 2 games, and that's Nintendo Land and Zombie U. And I gotta say, I was happily surprised by Zombie U. It was a lot better than I expected it to be. And the game's concept is kinda cool as well. I better check if there's something... a secret here. Nope, there was not. But yeah. And Nintendo Land... I guess it's an okay game. Nothing special, really. Not in my opinion, at least. There's one of the games in that game that have horrible control with the Wii U tablet. At least in my opinion. I don't know about the Wii mode section of that part, but the tablet controller was pretty horrible in my opinion. I don't want to mention which game it is, since it might be spoilers and so on. And no one really likes spoilers. But anyway, this has been LPGrodus, and I hope to see you next time. See you then.